Hi all, uh, welcome to our channel. So in this session, we are just going to brief you about how to file the income tax in a simplest three steps process. And the reason why we are making this such video is to give some awareness to the income taxpayer. And I personally come across a situation where my employer deduct a lot of money as a tax than the actual I'm supposed to pay. So while we are in the critical situations, by making a proper e-filing, we can able to get some claims back. That can certainly help our financial support. So that is the our objective, and I hope I tried it, and that has helped me a lot. Getting the return back in this situation. So I just sort of sharing with you in a simplest way so that you can able to do that by your own and get the benefit out of it. So let's go to the video in details in the simplest way. So first thing, actually, you guys don't want to remember the where we have to file the website name. So you can Google it up and just search for income tax returns. Then the first message itself, the first search itself is the www.incometaxindiaefiling.gov.in, which is the government India's official website for return submissions. So click that option, click that first search. Then the moment it goes to the page, the first page it will always have a pop-up. Just cancel the pop-up page. Now you have three options on the right side. That's register yourself, log in here, and reset. Register yourself for the first time taxpayer, probably because they have to register the details on their own, like PAN number, address details, things like that. But most of us, we used to pay tax for so many years, and also our company has already updated our details in the when they direct the tax portion. So certainly we have a registered user details available. So only thing is we have to update the return filing. In case if you guys don't remember the password of it, you can always go to the reset option to reset your password. So once you click the registered users, actually you can get the following screen. In that screen, your user ID remains the PAN number and password if you can remember the password. With that, then you can fill up the bottom option, then you can log in. In case if it throws you a message, the password error, you can click the forgot password option. So this will gives you the next screen where you have to create an OTP. So the OTP, there are two OTPs that will be generated, one for your email ID and one for the registered mobile number. Both will be sent immediately. So which will help you to create a new password. So once the new password is generated, you can actually log in once again as like I said in the initial procedure. So once you've done the login, actually, you can have two options in your front. One is the filing of income tax returns. Second is the view returns. So we are here today to file the income tax return. So select the first option. So now you get the new page where PAN number is always captured there. So you have to update the three column, three tabs. So assessment year is 2021 and ITR number, of course, ITR 1, and choose the appropriate options in the below in the presentation. Now click continue. So that will throw you a message, pop-up message. Select tick and continue. So now we are into the next page of real computation sheet where you have to update all your income tax details and exemption details, which will calculate your actual tax details. So if you have time, actually, you can go through the general instructions. If not, you can actually go to the part A. That is on that's the second tab. So the part A contains the in the computation sheet has got the preliminary information like about you, like fundamentals like your Aadhaar number, your address details, email ID, contact number. Just cross check whether all are found to be okay. Then scroll bottom, you'll find some additional information which we have to update. Then first is the nature of the employment. You can choose appropriately whether it's a central government employee or state government or a private, public or others like pensioners. So you can choose on the listed below. Then you go to the next tab. That is something which is really important, which we claims that we are filing the e-returns well before the due date. As you all know that due date is in November, so we are filing the e-returns well above the last date. So on or before due date, that's something which you have to select. Next is something that which all of us has to remember, that we are going with some exception requirements. So you have to select yes. That is, yes is an option which you have to select for to take some advantage of by using the exemptions available with us. So once you choose yes, then there are three different questions that will be asked in the below. One is like whether you have made 1 crore plus deposit in the previous year. For that, you have to select no. Next question is whether you made an overseas trip for 2 lakhs. For that also you have to select no. Third question is whether you have made a payment of more than 1 lakh for electricity bill. So that also you should update as no. So technically, the first option you have to select yes. Then below 3 questions you have to update as no. So make sure all these are properly updated. Then select the right arrow on the bottom. It goes to the next page. This is where we have to capture all the salary details here from your form 16 to here. So once you reach this page, make sure your form 16 is handy with you so that it is easy to update the numbers here. So let's go to the form 16 page. So in the form 16, that's the first page, the first A, that's a total gross salary that has received in the last year. So for this, for easy working, I mentioned as 1,80,000 rupees. See whatever number here, make sure copy the number and update that number in the computation sheet in the preferred column highlighted. Then go back to your form 16. Go to the first page. Last, you have the house rent allowance under section 10(13)(a). So see whatever the number is available there. Now go back. Once you have the house rent numbers handy, go to the computation sheet, select the drop down menu on the section 1, select 10(13)(a), which is applicable for the house rent exemptions, and copy the number on the right tab. Now next, move to the next page. So next is applicable for the professional tax. So go back to the form 16. You can find the professional tax numbers in your form 16. If it is applicable, if it is captured or deducted, copy the number and enter into the professional tax set in the salary pension column. So hope till now you guys are very clear. So next we'll go to the house property loans. So there in this house property, there are two things that can be exempted. One is the principal and the other one is the interest. In this portion, we will be updating only the interest portion. So all of us who avail home loan from the bank, we will have certificate for availing the tax exemptions. Make sure the interest portion is taken and updated properly on the section 5. And if you keep the home as a let out category, you may have to update the rent, that is on the section 1. Next, let's go to the part C, that is the 80C section. So here you can use your home loan in principal plus other portions like PF reductions, investments, school fee for the children, all that You can take a paper and write down all your expenses which you have made on a specific category and sum it up and enter into the first tab itself. So technically 1.5 lakh is what the exemption permitted by the bank, by the government. Even though if you made a total of 2 lakhs or above, still you can update as 2.5 lakhs or 2 lakhs are the actual numbers. The exemption will be considered as the 1.5 lakhs. The part D, once you've done it, actually scroll down below, you can find the part D section. Part D is a complete computation which will give you what is the net taxable for you as of now, as per the data you are provided. Once it is done, actually you go to the right arrow on the bottom. Now we are at the taxpayer and verification sheet. So in this D12 will show you how much the company has deducted the tax for you, and D13 will show you what was actually supposed to be deducted. So the delta of that, the difference of that will be shown in the D14, which means, for an example, the company has deducted 40,000 rupees for you the last year for the tax as a tax, and as per the latest computation, while you fill up the form, the net amount payable is something around 35,000 rupees. So the difference is 5,000 rupees. You will find minus 5,000 rupees in the D14 column, which means like the government has to return back 5,000 rupees as a refund. All right. So hope you guys are very clear till now. So next, you have to update the bank details. Under the D14 column, you may have to update the bank informations like IFSC code, bank name, account number, so that the refund amount can be credited. Scroll down below, you find verifications. So make sure you select self for as you are updating the form and you're declaring yourself. Then you may have to update the place, and there are three options below. Choose the first one to e-verify. It is easier. Once you've done it, click on the right arrow in the bottom. So next, go to the section schedule 80D. Here you may have to update any investments or insurance related to the senior citizens. If you have anyone at your home, you can update here. Once you've done all that, actually go to the preview and submit on the top. Once you've done it, actually it will show you a pop-up message stating that to preview, to cross-check, it will give an option to cross-check the entire details posted by us. So cross-check every numbers updated in the systems. Once you cross-check, click submit. You get a pop-up message. In that pop-up message will contain Aadhaar OTP, EVC generated through bank ATM or net banking. Preferably Aadhaar OTP or net banking would be easy to file the e-returns. In this case, we have selected Aadhaar OTP. So we select the Aadhaar OTP, then click on the continue tab at the bottom. We got an OTP now. So and also a pop-up message. So enter the OTP in this pop-up message and submit it. That's all. We have done the job. See, the returns is submitted. So if you want to view the returns, go to the dashboard and you can select the second tab to view returns. This tab will have your previous year returns as well. So hope you all have an idea about how easy to file the returns. Probably it will take 10 minutes for you to understand. And what I suggest is you can actually play the video parallelly so that the step-by-step process for e-filing would be easier. And I wish you good luck and make sure you enjoyed it. And please subscribe our channel for to get a latest update. Thank you.